Nous y sommes, le premier panel de ce Summer Game Fest 2025 dédié à l'Unreal Engine, donc le moteur graphique de Epic Games. On sait qu'on aura notamment du The Witcher 4 qui sera évoqué lors de ce panel et peut-être d'autres surprises, notamment concernant peut-être Tomb Raider ou Marvel Rise of Hydra, mais ça, nous verrons dans quelques instants. C'est parti. On a des sous-titres mais qui vont être en anglais, c'est déjà ça. Voilà, c'est déjà ça. Et je vais augmenter le son du coup. State of Unreal, qui est donc le nom de cet événement qu'on va suivre, qui devrait durer un peu plus d'1 heure, logiquement. En espérant des petites surprises. Alors je rappelle que c'est quand même un live très technique sur le moteur graphique. Voilà, c'est pas uniquement un enchaînement de trailers. Par contre, pour moi, j'ai le truc qui descend pas. C'est direct The Witcher, ça, vous pensez? Ça pourrait faire très The Witcher. Oh, ça peut faire très The Witcher avec les créatures et tout. On va voir Ciri qui va venir le sauver. Ah oui, ça c'est une créature de Witcher, ça me dit quelque chose. J'aurais pas son nom. Et c'était pas Jasquier ça, hein? Je pense pas, hein. De toute façon, il serait bouffé direct le début, ce serait un peu bizarre, hein. Moi, je me rappelle plus comment il finit dans The Witcher 3. Même s'il y est, ça m'a pas marqué.
Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Ah, excuse-moi, les sous-titres traités avaient disparu. Donc c'est bien The Witcher 3. Ça va être la grosse star de l'événement. C'est beau, mais en même temps, bon. Après là, c'était pas du gameplay.
Thank you everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us.
Les sous-titres ont genre sont sur un autre fuseau horaire.
First things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about.
CD Projekt Red, du coup les développeurs de The Witcher et de Cyberpunk aussi.
Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up.
Je vais réactualiser en espérant que
great open world games are all about art and technology.
Ce soit plus synchro, non.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
Là, on a carrément du gameplay de The Witcher là pour le coup. Hein. Et là, il a faim. À moins que ce soit du pré-enregistré, ce serait du foutage de gueule, mais là, il a la manette. Hein.
Oh
mon dieu.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin.
Donc là c'est sur PlayStation 5, 60 FPS, ray tracing.
And you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Bon là il va en 4K mais je pense qu'ils posteront une version plus propre après sur YouTube parce que forcément le stream nuit toujours un peu à la qualité.
Meet Kelpie.
C'est pas dégueu hein. C'est pas dégueu du tout hein.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
L'aspect neige qui est en train de fondre et tout rend plutôt bien.
Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
C'est frustrant parce que quand tu vois ça, t'as l'impression que le jeu il sort demain. Hein. Putain, mais j'ai envie de. Tu sais, j'ai l'impression qu'il est tellement avancé le jeu. Normalement, c'est sur PS5 quoi.
And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded.
À moins qu'ils nous annoncent qu'il sort l'année prochaine. Hein. Bah là, ils ont été efficaces parce que. Après, Cyberpunk, ça fait quelques temps qu'il est sorti maintenant, mais quand même, tu vois. Après, ils ont peut-être moins de choses à inventer qu'un Cyberpunk. Parce que The Witcher, ils ont déjà la base, quoi. Même si c'est une suite, parce que ça reste une sorte de suite.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much.
Putain, je sais pas si tu peux. Enfin, si, c'est un open world, tu peux aller en face et tout.
Especially covered with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and
ah, c'est plus la manette là du coup.
It's hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render.
Voilà, il parle vraiment de la partie texture, de comment ils ont fait, de ce que je comprends, comment ils ont réussi à rendre ça visuellement et tout propre. Ça reste une conférence très technique. Je sais pas si là il commande accès, il le fait avec la manette ou si c'est genre, je pense que c'est une vidéo. Hein. Oh, c'est sûr même, ouais. Il a vraiment joué 20 secondes quoi. Putain, là il y avait un sort de cerf.
We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri. Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can.
Ça a l'air archi riche et vivant. Riche dans le sens de détail, hein, évidemment. Je dis pas que c'est un lieu qui a l'air riche de richesse. Ah mais c'est comment, mais en fait, oh mais c'est archi frustrant. T'as l'impression que le jeu il est fait là. Franchement quand tu vois ça, tu dis que le jeu il peut ressortir, il sort l'année prochaine. Hein. Après évidemment, bon, il montre qu'une partie, peut-être que l'opti elle est claquée au sol, peut-être qu'il y a que cette zone qui est au point, tu vois. D'être précis, je pense pas, mais en vrai, je me dis peut-être en mode 2026 ou 2027, histoire de voir large, pour vraiment qu'il sorte pas buggé comme Cyberpunk. Peut-être en vrai, qui sait. Ce serait fou, mais qui sait. À moins qu'ils disent genre trailer au Summer Game Fest, tu vois. Mais oui, par contre, non, après il sort pas demain, dans tous les cas, il sort, faut encore minimum 1 ou 2 ans, je pense. rien que pour l'optimisation, pour être sûr de pas refaire l'erreur Cyberpunk. Je pense qu'ils veulent surtout pas ça. Ah, il y a un mec avec une jambe en moins.
So this is the guy who gave the series questions on. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
Sauf si je dis pas de bêtises, c'est le premier jeu aussi de CD Projekt Red avec l'Unreal Engine, non? Parce qu'ils n'étaient pas sous l'Unreal Engine, avant ils avaient leur propre moteur. Hein.
A typical day's toil.
J'ai un doute pour Cyberpunk 2077, mais je pense qu'il était pas sous l'Unreal Engine non plus.
I found them. And, well,
Ça, il était sous le Red Engine, donc ils ont changé, ils ont arrêté ça.
as for the salt,
C'est étonnant d'avoir abandonné son propre moteur. T'abandonnes ta propre techno et tout, hein, mine de rien.
Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern.
Après, c'est sûrement pour des questions de coût et de praticité.
That flattened your cart.
Mais un moteur graphique, ça peut coûter très cher. Hein.
Quite the opposite.
C'est tout la technologie. Genre un Rockstar, la richesse de Rockstar, principalement, c'est son moteur graphique. Hein. Son moteur graphique unique qui permet de faire des trucs de fou.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Après, je pense que si. Après, il y a sûrement peut-être des questions financières aussi, mais s'ils ont changé de moteur graphique, c'est sûrement que. C'est pour des questions de coût, de praticité, de rapidité, etc. Quand tu vois à quel point ils ont l'air d'avancer sur le développement de tous leurs projets, là, même le nouveau Cyberpunk, qui est déjà en pré-production. Et quand tu vois déjà ça, tu dis qu'en fait, alors que t'as l'impression qu'ils bossent dessus depuis 2 ans.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes.
Ouais, putain, ça manque pas de détails. Regardez-moi les détails sur les trucs et tout. Alors c'est quand on a vu dernièrement GTA 6, bon, effectivement, ça paraît bien sans plus, mais bon. Ouais, très bonne remarque. C'est l'UE effectivement est très compatible avec les autres supports et tout, avec toutes les plateformes. Non, mais ça, c'est une question de facilité de développement, de tarifs aussi, une question de budgétaire. Hein. De toute façon, après, la rapidité et l'efficacité, ça va dans le budget aussi, hein, d'une certaine manière. Parce qu'un jeu plus rapide à développer est aussi un jeu moins coûteux, forcément. Regardez-moi la richesse de trucs qu'on peut, le nombre de personnages qu'on aura à l'écran là.
Including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents, all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you, to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. And that's the open world RPG that we are making.
Ce que j'ai compris, il dit qu'il peut y avoir beaucoup de monde à l'écran. Par contre, ouais, je suis d'accord. Après, ça va être très générique. Ouais, ce qu'il montre là, effectivement, ça pourrait être n'importe quel jeu de fantasy. Voilà, c'est clairement un peu médiéval. Mais c'est normal. C'est qu'une démo là.
And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
Ils sont très heureux et fiers de ce qu'ils ont pu
So we're almost done, but
proposer.
before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
Ils ont une petite surprise pour tous les fans de The Witcher.
First look at l'Annexeter.
Ah, attends, c'est quoi le nom de la ville? J'ai déjà oublié.
Onward, Kelpie. With what?
C'était pas Kaer Morhen, ça, si?
Thanks,
Non,
guys.
ça va être notre nom. J'ai pas compris ce qu'il a dit.
Seriously, it looks
J'ai pas assez
amazing.
calé sur la licence pour me
And
rappeler le
we've
nom de la
also
ville.
barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So, here's Julien to tell you even more. Thank you very much.
Ça avait l'air très cool en tout cas. Techniquement parlant, il a l'air d'être carrément plus avancé que qu'on pourrait penser, quoi. Après, faut se méfier évidemment, mais bon. Bon, pas de date ou quoi. Là, pour le coup, on n'y était pas encore. Et c'est très frustrant, du coup, t'as l'impression d'avoir que le jeu est au point et pas du tout. Bon, maintenant qu'ils ont commencé
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando.
avec The Witcher, qu'est-ce
I
qu'ils vont
spent a
montrer?
lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds. We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect. So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5,
Ah, ça parlait de
it
cette,
supported static
du
geometry.
côté nanite qu'ils ont évoqué pour les arbres
Last
tout à
year,
l'heure.
we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to
c'est
have
que la
a
grosse collab
forest
avec
that
Disney, on n'a
looks
pas plus
as
d'infos
good as
depuis
this
l'annonce.
one is to use 3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of fine geometry. So we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest. They are instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different ways. And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU.
Là, il montre comment,
Thanks to
grâce au nanite, ils arrivent à faire les
we
détails sur
greatly
les arbres et tout.
reduced the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here. Lots of details. But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close, since when we move the camera back, they're barely a pixel. Nanite foliage is almost done.
Compliqué à résumer en, en
moving it to the
français, parce que je ne
mainline
pourrais pas,
as we
je
speak,
pourrais pas vous le traduire directement,
and it will
mais
be available for everyone in 5.7.
c'est surtout un moyen, une technologie qui
Another
permet
thing I
d'avoir
would
de la
like to share
distance,
is that ray
que ça rende bien
tracing
même à
and Lumen
distance,
now run more than twice as fast,
et
with
d'allier
no visual trade-off compared
quantité,
to when UE5
performance,
was
qualité.
released. And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles.
Et d'avoir les 60 FPS en
And
console.
finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more. Now let's talk about chaos physics. For chaos cloth, we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like Series Cape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flesh, we introduce procedural muscle activations to make deformation and
Il est
motion
stylé.
more
Après, est-ce qu'on
natural.
en est au point que les
Your
couilles
artist
rétrécissent
will
quand il y a de la
still have
neige?
control over tetrahedral simulation
Rockstar
and
tellement en
train
avance
ML
sur
models
son
that run
temps.
fast in real time.
Je persiste à le dire, en open world, pour moi,
We
Red
now
Dead Redemption
support
2
the
est encore
baking of
aujourd'hui le
fluid
plus bel
surface
open
data
world.
into lightweight assets to be
En tout
played
cas,
back
ouais,
at
si,
low cost.
techniquement parlant, je
This
pense que
is
c'est le
going
plus
to
beau
give
open
you
world de
high
l'histoire.
fidelity water
Encore aujourd'hui.
without the performance cost of real-time fluid
Évidemment, c'est
simulation.
différent que quand tu as une grande ville, etc.
For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Siri and Kelpie match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle
autre
of
point de vue.
approach. That's our Modes character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build
Je suis
stitch
pas sûr d'avoir vu la diff, mais
With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic.
elle explique
Also,
aussi qu'ils essaient d'avoir de
we now
belles
have a
transitions
secondary
entre une
layer
scène
of
de cinématique et
animation
c'est
driven
moche
by
quand t'as un fond
physics
noir,
and
enfin, c'est pas
control
évidemment ça fait
We
il y a
use
encore des
it
jeux
in
qui le font.
Kelpie's rig to drive the main, the tail,
Et c'est plus
and
joli
the
si la
saddle
transition
back.
se fait bien, quoi.
And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated
Après
into
Zelda, on a
our
de
new
très très bons
Unreal
jeux. En vrai, c'est pas une
Animation
claque en mode
framework,
jamais vu, hein, ce qu'on voit
which
là.
we are releasing as
Objectivement,
experimental in 5.0.
Objectivement, on a de très très beaux jeux qui sont sortis
We
il y a pas
built it
longtemps.
with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel, of
Mais oui,
the
il y a
game
des
thread,
techs clairement
which was
qu'on avait déjà dans
our
Red Dead Redemption 2. Hein.
And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like
Ah mais quoi qu'on en
movement,
dise, enfin quoi qu'on en dise,
avoidance, state
je
tree
le dis, hein,
behavior,
Red Dead Redemption 2
we
est en
also
avance
move them
en son
toward
époque
the
hein, en termes de techno. Hein.
This is really
Alors après
going
GTA
to
6,
help you create scenes that are crowded and lively.
Hier j'ai relancé Days
Streaming
Gone.
has always
Et il est,
been
il est
a
si beau, il est
big
plutôt beau
deal
en vrai Days
regarding
Gone. Sauf que moi j'ai même pas la version remaster, c'est la version
And the
PlayStation
three
4.
biggest improvements we
Sur
made
PS5
are
mais c'est la version
basic
PS4.
state creation, which now runs
Parce que j'ai pas payé les 10 balles de plus. Et en
improved
vrai il est encore
runtime
super beau Days
PCC
Gone.
for ground scatter
Techniquement parlant
on
évidemment
GPU,
c'est pas à ce niveau là mais c'est pareil,
and a
c'est
new
l'évidence.
fast geo
Mais il est
plugin
plutôt
to
cool.
stream
J'ai pas eu trop le temps de jouer
static
parce que ça a pris un peu de temps à
And
télécharger.
just to take a different example, in City Sample, the streaming
Après, j'ai joué à
time
Planet
was cut
Coaster.
down by 90% while moving at high speed.
Oh là là. Après là c'est que c'est à la fois c'est magnifique, c'est réaliste, on dirait vraiment New York, tu vois.
And
Enfin, c'est pas New
mobile
York,
is
mais
no
je sais pas
exception.
quel c'est censé être.
We work
Mais à
on
la
better
fois,
defaults and
ça manque d'âme, mais c'est
scalability
normal, c'est pas le
settings
but,
for
il n'y a pas
mobile
de
and
direction
minimize the
artistique, il n'y a
default
pas de...
package size. We also improve our workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser, on-device
Ah ouais, j'avoue, j'ai
iteration
pas trop suivi
workflow,
ce que font les... Enfin, je sais qu'on attend un nouveau
And
jeu de
a
la part de la
mobile
team qui a fait à la fin des studios derrière Days Gone, mais on n'a pas eu de... En tout cas,
So
le jeu
there you go.
est encore franchement plutôt beau. Il est
Unreal
pas si vieux que
Engine
ça, mais
5.6
il s'en
is
sort plutôt
all
bien.
about performance and it's available today.
Donc là, il lance la nouvelle version, mais bon, c'est très technique. Hein.
Please go.
Bah, après,
enjoy the
Ryan,
tech talks and
franchement,
session we have for you guys and come chat with
le
us.
coup du réalisme,
And now,
etc.
please
Pour moi, ça
welcome
fait genre
Chris from the
20 ans
Meta
qu'on le...
Human
Même
team.
plus, peut-être
Thank you,
aussi une
everyone.
vingtaine d'années, j'ai pas 50 ans non plus. Mais une vingtaine d'années où j'ai l'impression que ça approche toujours. Moi, il y a quelques années, quand j'avais vu du gameplay du premier Red Dead, là je parle même pas du 2, hein, je parle pas de Red Dead Revolver, hein, je parle de Red Dead Online, de Red Dead Redemption 1. Je trouvais ça fou visuellement, j'ai l'impression que c'était la vraie vie, tu vois. Alors que maintenant, quand tu vois Red Dead Redemption 2, tu fais ah ouais, quand même pas pareil, hein, c'est quand même encore au-dessus quoi. Et maintenant, tu vois GTA 6, tu fais putain, c'est encore plus. En fait, je pense qu'il peut toujours aller plus loin quoi.
Creativity and innovation coming from the community continues to inspire us. It reminds us why we build these
Ça pour
tools
l'instant,
in
c'est
the
des images
first
qu'on avait
place,
déjà vues. Hein.
to make it
Enfin, ça non,
easier
du coup, on
for
l'avait pas vu jusqu'à
everyone
présent.
to tell stories that matter. Now we're entering the next chapter, expanding how you create and animate metahumans with
Ah oui,
flexible
MetaHuman, c'est
workflows that
la
help
partie
you move faster and work smarter.
censée pousser du réalisme
To walk
sur les
us through
visages,
some of the
sur les
biggest features
humains
in
et
this
tout.
release, please
Je sais pas si
welcome
vous avez déjà vu
filmmaker
des
and
extraits de ça,
virtual
mais
production pioneer,
c'est un délire.
Matt
Hein.
Workman.
C'est un délire ce qu'ils arrivent à faire. Alors après, en vrai, t'as rarement un jeu vidéo qui est aussi poussé.
Thanks, Chris. For those that don't know me, I'm a cinematographer and Unreal Engine developer. I worked on Epic's first in-camera VFX demo, the one with the motorcycle surrounded by LED walls. It was pretty cool. I'm also the creator of Cinetracer, a previous tool used by filmmakers worldwide. I've been using metahumans in my work since the alpha, and recently I've gotten some hands-on time with some of the new features coming in Unreal Engine 5.6. MetaHuman Creator is a fast and intuitive web-based application used for creating digital characters.
J'ai jamais
And
testé
now, with the
le.
5.6 release, all of that
On va
power
appeler ça un
is available
logiciel.
directly
Enfin, c'est
in
dans le
the
Unreal Engine,
editor.
mais jamais testé.
That's right. MetaHuman Creator is now
Pour
fully
amuser un peu.
integrated into Unreal Engine.
Le MetaHuman Creator est maintenant bien intégré dans l'Unreal Engine 5.6.
I think it's pretty cool too. You can create and work with metahumans directly in your project, keeping everything connected and in context.
C'est que les
And with the
détails
new
que tu peux faire
character
sur la peau
assemblies,
et tout.
metahumans are built locally, making it even easier to integrate them directly into your pipeline.
MetaHuman Creator is one of Unreal's first cloud-enhanced tools. It means you work locally, but for heavy lifting, tasks like generating high-quality textures or building our complex face and body rigs, we leverage MetaHuman Cloud services, which deliver high-fidelity results without ever leaving the editor. And in 5.6, local assembly reduces the average MetaHuman export time from 15 to 20 minutes down to 2 or 3.
Le cloud
The
export.
team tackled all this while dramatically expanding the core representation model and significantly improving visual fidelity. Basically, you can make even
Lui,
more
il y en a,
diverse
ouais, il y en a,
characters.
il y en a, ils sont
They all
bluffants. Hein.
look better. It's freaking fast.
Il y en a, ils sont quand même
and it is
bluffants.
in Unreal Editor on your local machine.
And while those are all major improvements, we're just starting to scratch the surface here. Metahumans have always had amazing facial customization, and now Epic is bringing that same level of control and realism to the entire body.
C'est les Sims
And
mais
UE
version poussée
5.6
quoi.
metahumans get a major upgrade with the new parametric body system.
D'un côté, j'ai pas testé
Letting you blend between different presets or fine-tune
le Sims
proportions
mais
using
réaliste
real
là qui est sorti il y a pas longtemps. J'ai pas eu
measurements
l'occasion de
like
tester encore.
height, inseam, shoulder
Inzoi.
width, and even muscle mass. And here's the best part. As the body changes, so does the clothing. The new Unreal Outfit asset automatically adapts garments to the character's body, all in real time, no matter the proportions. As someone who's built these kind of assets before, I can tell you
En fait,
this
vous
used to
imaginez
mean
pas
manually
à quel point du coup
creating
le
and
temps qu'on peut
managing
gagner dans un
every
jeu
body
vidéo, qu'en fait t'as les
variation.
personnages qui sont déjà un peu
The
créés
new
et tout.
system does give you the flexibility to create different sizes, and if you do, it will pick the closest match and fit that to the character for you. It makes building a wide array of production-ready characters faster and a whole lot more scalable.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what people do with the new outfit system. And that actually brings us to our next announcement. Starting today, metahumans and their accessories are available on Fab, Epic's one-stop shop for digital assets. This is the new metahuman channel on Fab, and there's already some great artists and studios sharing and selling content there. I'm going to shift gears for a minute.
J'ai l'impression que Fab, ça a l'air. Je connais pas trop, mais c'est pas un genre pas de store, mais d'un truc comme ça où on peut récupérer d'autres créations.
I consider myself Metahuman's #1 fan, and I'm also guilty for being eternally online. So of course, I saw that demo, and of course, absolutely loved it.
Some of my industry friends, they thought it was sorcery. We went from capture to final results in a couple minutes, and it made high-quality facial animation accessible to everyone. Well, today we are taking it to the next level with a focus on real-time animation. We scoured the galaxy to find the best talent to demo these tools, and I think Matt has found just the right character for the job.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think I cooked here. This guy is a true professional, tons of experience, and he's even going to be joining us via live telecast from space, outer space. Let's go ahead and connect. Hey, Blue!
Dude, Matt! This is amazing! I'm making nachos in my nuclear-powered air fryer. Anyway, I was about to munch on this before the keynote. What's up?
What's up is that this is the keynote. We're live streaming to Unreal Fest right now. Dude, you're live.
Oh yeah, look at that. You people in your time zones. Hey, Chatterbox, can you turn it down? Like way down. I'm about to do a keynote. Yo, so what's up, Unreal friends? So get this, for the first time ever, you're seeing me live in real time. This isn't pre-recorded, it's not baked. You're seeing everything as it's happening.
Ah non, donc ce qu'il dit, c'est que... Ah oui, d'accord, c'est vraiment du direct, du coup. Je vais aller en mode faut être synchro, mais en fait, non, forcément, il sera synchro, c'est du live. Le gars que vous voyez en bas, c'est lui. On se comprend, mais je veux dire, c'est son visage.
He's down there on stage with you guys, and as you can see, our movements are mirrored within milliseconds. Even the smallest expressions are beautifully articulated.
Bon, on y est, on est dans Ready Player One là.
And look,
il manque plus qu'il mette un casque. Là, tu lui mets l'Apple Vision Pro et moi je suis dans Ready Player One. Hein.
Now I can live chat with fans, take my stand-up act on the road, perform Macbeth. Okay, maybe not Macbeth. But the real truth is, the power of live performance is in all the happy accidents. Honestly, most of my best stuff happens when things go, you know, a little sideways.
Nuclear core instability detected.
Case in point, trusting my beautiful nachos to a DIY nuclear-powered air fryer.
Hey, Corey, come on out here. Corey Strasberger, everyone, the genius behind Blue and Xanadu. MetaHuman Animator now delivers high-fidelity facial animation from virtually any 2D
video source. Ça montre aussi à quel point on va pouvoir faire des trucs
rapidement.
Whether you're
driving the performance of your favorite character or calling into keynotes from low Earth orbit, the sky is the limit when it comes to breathing life into your characters. And speaking of that, Corey was just driving Blue with a consumer webcam.
Surtout que c'est le truc et pendant très longtemps, il fallait vraiment plein de capteurs de motion capture et tout. Et maintenant, juste avec quelques caméras, tu arrives à faire un truc de fou.
Blue's VTuber debut right here at Unreal Fest. And by that, I mean that this is the first time we're seeing MetaHuman Blue puppeted live, and he looked incredible on the big screen. And I know we've said this before.
Ah ouais, les VR streamers là, ouais, bah,
times, but I still can't believe that that level of facial quality is possible from a tiny consumer webcam. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, thanks.
Et quand tu vas pouvoir réussir à fusionner ça avec ChatGPT, c'est fini.
And for me, doing everything
Bon, Rocket, on a
sort of
compris que tu voulais faire des
solo,
câlins.
being able to see my performance like instantly is literally at the core of my pipeline. So I've been waiting for this quality for a really long time. And Chris, thanks to an amazing collaboration with the MetaHuman team, Blue is finally pure MetaHuman. And so with all the other crazy stuff that you guys are elevating, I think Xanadu is about to level up in a big way. So thank you guys. You guys rock.
Awesome, man. It's been awesome. I'd like everyone to give a round of applause to Corey and Matt, and thanks for showing everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, guys, for showing all the fantastic features we're going to hone in on this release. All right. We're going to end big with a few updates about metahumans and how they fit into the broader creative ecosystem.
La conf, elle devrait durer environ 1h30, donc
today we're releasing two advanced toolchains to everyone. Metahuman Expression Editor
les précédentes,
and
c'était
Groom
1h30.
Tools. The Expression Editor lets experienced riggers fine-tune a character's expressions and expression combinations, whether matching scans or creating something completely custom, like a nacho-eating space alien. And our new Groom tools simplify one of the hardest parts of character creation, high-fidelity hairstyles, making the process more intuitive, faster, and streamlining export directly to Unreal Engine. We've built these tools for our own teams to solve real production challenges, and now we're opening them up to the entire community. Next, we know you want support from MetaHumans in your favorite content creation tools. So we're working with partners to make sure that DNA and rig logic work wherever
Blender,
you
ça je connais. Houdini aussi. Blender, c'est un logiciel
And
de
we have
3D.
saved the biggest announcement for last. We have updated the Unreal Engine license to include metahumans. You can use them everywhere, in every engine, in any creative software. Go make amazing characters and help define the future of digital humans.
Ah, c'est cool, du coup, ça a l'air de... J'ai l'impression que c'est pas que dispo avec l'Unreal Engine. Je suis pas sûr d'avoir compris, mais je crois que c'est ça.
If you're curious to learn more, join our Unreal Fest sessions, swing by our booth, or check out metahuman.com to get hands-on with everything you've just seen, and thank you.
Oui, Rocket. T'as vu, même sur le chat, ils disent que t'es gros. Alors, c'est beaucoup de poils, mais quand même. Le film Flow, il a été fait avec Blender. C'est vrai que ça me dit un truc, Théo. Half-Life 3 qui se représente à la Summer Game Fest. C'est l'annonce du siècle, hein.
All right,
Si c'est
hey
le cas.
guys, what do you think so far? Yes, let's go. We've got a lot more in store for you this morning and over the days ahead. We've got an absolute room full of rock stars here today from different industries making everything Unreal. We've got AAA game developers, indie developers, Fortnite creators, filmmakers, car designers, architects, fashion designers. I could go on. You're all
Parce
here.
qu'en fait, ça, l'Unreal Engine, ça certes un moteur jeu vidéo, mais ça peut tellement faire plus.
And learn you shall.
Tu peux faire des films sur le papier, tu peux faire des clips, tu peux
dozens of hands-on labs covering all of
faire
Epic's
des
developer
images,
tools and services.
techniquement.
Many of these sessions are going to be led by our growing community of instructors, educators, and service partners. And I want to thank all of you who are giving so much back to this incredible community. Now let's talk about a few more exciting updates from across the Epic ecosystem, starting with Reality Scan. In the coming weeks, we'll launch Reality Scan 2.0, which will unify the desktop and mobile versions under one banner. Now, CD Projekt Red put Reality Scan 2.0 to the test.
Ouais, tu vois, je sens qu'il va être vraiment The Witcher comme l'élément, je vais pas dire de comparaison, mais de démonstration de tout ce qu'ils évoquent.
Complex rock and tree scans involve datasets that were previously really tough to process. But with 2.0, it will achieve better mesh accuracy with fewer manual steps. And you'll be able to get your hands on Reality Scan 2.0 later this month. We're also seeing more and more developers and art studios using Reality Scan to bring Megascan's quality content to Fab. Just take a look at this absolutely incredible Paris environment from Scans Factory.
Ah, je connais ça.
Which launches
Putain,
today on Fab, featuring over 1,000 assets that are available for use in UE5, UEFN, and even Unity.
Putain,
The Quixel team
c'était
has
fou.
also been cooking
Premier
up
degré, j'allais
an
tout le temps. Enfin, j'y vais
amazing
encore
lineup
des
of
fois maintenant,
thousands
mais
of
je vais un peu moins
Megascan
maintenant. Mais
assets that will start
le quartier
releasing on Fab
Saint-Michel,
later
la
this
fameuse
month.
place.
And this summer, we'll be launching Fab
J'ai fait
natively
plein
in
de
the
dates,
Epic
là.
Games
Voilà.
launcher.
Bon,
Our
ma
goal
copine,
of this
moi,
is
je l'ai
to bring
rencontrée
you
là.
Quixel Bridge functionality that makes it easier for you to access your content and integrate it into your workflows.
Et du coup, ouais,
This will
directement sur le
include
sort de...
one-click exports to DCCs.
Je vais pas appeler ça un
starting
store,
with
mais
UE5,
tu peux
Blender,
directement l'exporter
Maya,
sur le
and
logiciel
Cinema
que tu
4D.
veux.
and we'll do more from there.
Incroyable.
You know, we've also set ourselves up
En fait,
to support batch
je trouve ça fou ce genre de truc.
to
Oui, c'est des scans
download
3D,
and
c'est ça.
export
Mais je veux dire,
content.
ce que je trouve fou, c'est que tu as l'impression que,
Back in April, we announced that Loci, a leading
n'importe qui peut faire un truc de fou, tu vois.
AI company,
Ce qui est peut-être pas
joined
faux
Epic.
d'ailleurs, mais...
We're working quickly to bring Loki's technology to Fab, which will improve our tagging accuracy, enable semantic search, and improve our IP moderation capabilities to ensure that our artists' work is protected. All right, we've shown you what's coming from our side. Now it's time to spotlight some of the incredible projects from across industries that are putting Unreal to the test.
Ah, attends, le film d'animation pré, il a été fait avec Unreal Engine. Parce que pour le coup, Speed Fiction, je savais. Predator Killer of Killers, il a été fait avec sous Unreal, enfin il a été aidé par l'Unreal Engine.
There have been noise complaints.
Our fight is not over.
Awesome. You guys just raised the bar year over year. This year, one of our major goals is to make animating linear content in-engine awesome. We've got a lot of work to do still, but the 5.6 release is packed with new features that have been influenced and battle-tested by some of the world's best studios. One of them is here with us today. The third floor has an impressive track record of using Unreal to make movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and shows like House of the Dragon. Here to tell you about their next incredible production is co-director of the new Predator movie.
Donc c'est pour ça que quand je dis que ça est
Watson.
utilisé plus que sur des jeux vidéo, c'est que voilà, ça peut autant servir pour des entre guillemets on va appeler ça effets spéciaux que pour faire un film de zéro comme un Predator Killers of Killers quoi. Killer of Killers.
When everyone got sent home. We had been dreaming of pushing previs into animation for years and had just finished our UE pipeline for The Mandalorian. Uncertain what would happen to movies in a post-COVID era, now is the time for Third Floor to get serious about finals. So while we're having a blast crafting scenes in UE for Prey, I got to show Dan the cool things we had brewing. And that led to an idea. What if Predator was an animated movie? Fast forward to the industry contraction of 2023, and projects started dropping like flies. But this crazy ambitious film with a crazy ambitious schedule materialized right in the middle of it all. For 20 years, on more than 1,000 projects, the artists at TTF have been on the front lines of visual storytelling in movies, games, and episodics.
Ils étaient impliqués dans tous ces trucs-là.
Came along, they took all of that live-action experience, all of their love for cool stuff and great stories, and poured their hearts into a new kind of animated feature. So Dan and I pitched a film rooted in live action that looks and feels
très très hâte. Je rappelle que Predator Killer of Killers, il sort le 6 juin, il sort du coup vendredi, si je dis pas de bêtises.
To our stop motion inspired movement on two.
Il sort le 6 juin sur Disney+. Et j'ai très très hâte.
Our team built Hummingbird, our real-time
je suis curieux de savoir aussi comment il va être découpé, parce qu'il y a trois époques, trois histoires différentes. Je suis curieux de savoir comment ça, si pourquoi ils l'ont pas fait en série de 3 épisodes.
We saved countless render hours and reduced our hard drive usage to 1/50th the space traditionally required. Now, let me tell you about my favorite character in the movie. Ursa has this deep-rooted thirst for revenge. She learns that the man responsible is in this throne room in this huge fortress. So Dan had this idea, what if we did an entire battle in one shot? What if we kept the camera focused on her goal? And what if Ursa fought them all by herself?
Ça gâche un peu la scène quand tu vois. En fait, c'est vraiment un film. Le fond, il est même pas complet, tu vois.
So with 4 parallel teams inside Unreal, we got the entire film up on screen in 4 months, allowing us to iterate and hone the story and really make it sing before shifting into final animation. Ultimately delivering the film in 18 months. If this movie were live action, we'd be filming at golden hour every day for weeks with a massive crew and several giant vats of blood. In animation, we really wanted to go for it, no holding back. So we choreographed every composition, every strike, every arrow, and blood splatter, like a gigantic dance.
Laisse comprendre à quel point ça a été plus rapide entre guillemets, ce que j'ai compris.
Yet we also wanted to feel the camera operator reacting to all the kills as they happen to put you inside this quest for revenge. On behalf of 20th Century Studios, Dan Trachtenberg, and all of us at Third Floor, we hope you enjoy this exclusive clip from Predator, Killer of Killers.
Bah on a un clip exclusif du film. C'était même pas prévu. Moi je pensais vraiment qu'on allait mettre que des trucs de jeu, mais du coup on a même. Ça c'est la partie sur le Viking. Je rappelle qu'il y a une partie Viking, une partie Japon féodal et une partie Seconde Guerre mondiale. Ou première, non seconde. On va voir le Predator ou pas? Bah, ceux qui avaient peur parce que c'est sur Disney+, ça sera pas violent, il y aura du sang hein. Ah. Pas de Predator du coup, mais ok, archi stylé.
It's the Predator movie we've always wanted, and it's prevised, assembled, lit, rendered, and composited all in Unreal. And it's premiering this Friday on Hulu, so check it out. And congratulations to Josh and the team. There are so many incredible games that we could highlight today. Last year, we celebrated Black Myth Wukong from Game Science, which has now grossed over $1 billion since launch. This year, we're celebrating another example of a small team that's taking the world by storm. Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Oh,
je
savais pas. Ouais, d'un coup, ça me choque pas parce que c'est tellement une petite équipe qu'ils n'allaient pas avoir leur propre moteur graphique. Mais du coup, Expedition 33 a été fait sous l'Unreal Engine. Ok, ça me surprend pas, mais je savais pas, je m'étais pas renseigné.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year. Let's hear from Sandfall's
il y a de moyens qu'il gagne, qu'il l'emporte.
Bonjour Unrealfest, I am Tom Guillermin, co-founder and technical director at Sandfall Interactive, the studio behind Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's an honor to be able to share a few words with you today. When we began the development of Expedition 33 back in 2020, Unreal was starting to open up new possibilities for smaller teams.
Ce qui me fait un peu de la peine, c'est qu'ils ont jugé qu'ils parlaient pas assez bien anglais pour mettre des sous-titres. Ça me fait de la peine.
Unreal 5 that came with Lumen, Nanite and MetaHuman, which all transformed how we create 3D scenes and
ça me fait, ouais, attention, je parle, ils comprennent pas un seul mot. Moi, c'est même pas des sous-titres qu'il faut mettre. Moi, faut me le refaire en IA, mais ça me fait un peu de la peine pour lui.
This allowed us to keep our development focused on the element that would have the most impact on the game we were making. The visual identity of our world, the story and the characters.
J'ai pas joué parce que c'est pas du tout mon genre de jeu, mais je suis content de voir qu'il cartonne, surtout quand c'est une petite équipe comme ça, équipe française. Franchement, ça fait plaisir. Jeu indé, en plus pas de gros sous derrière ou quoi. Enfin, Xbox a mis un peu des pépettes, mais ça s'arrête là.
Both Epic for the amazing software they have created, but also the community for all the plugins, tutorials, assets.
Ouais, je trouve qu'il est pas. Enfin, honnêtement, son anglais me paraît clair. Prendre des français, peut-être ça joue. Pour ça, ça me fait de la peine qu'il ait mis en sous-titre.
From my friend Guillaume, booting up the Unreal Engine for the first time in 2019, creating a small project named Sandfall, to 6 years later, the release of Expedition 33 with that very same new project file. Even though we are a small studio, we never felt alone during this adventure, as we felt we always had the back of both Epic and the community, and we are extremely grateful for that. We really hope we will keep seeing more and more amazing games and experiences made with Unreal in the upcoming years. And on the behalf of everybody at Sandfall, we wish you a great Unreal Fest, and we're looking forward to meeting you all in the future. Tomorrow comes. Demain viendra. Cheers.
En vrai, cette année, je pense que cette année, ça, en termes de GOTY, ça va se battre entre un Split Fiction, Expédition 33 et Ghost of Yotei peut-être, ouais, Ghost of Yotei. Je pense que ça va se battre entre les trois. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Ah, il y a un jeu quand même sans dégo. Enfin, je parle de jeux à potentiel de GOTY, hein, parce que je sais qu'il y a un Mafia et tout, mais je pense pas qu'il sera aussi bon que pour mériter un GOTY. Ah, Death Stranding 2, ouais, effectivement, ouais. Il sort là, dans pas longtemps. Dans un mois. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
First, I want to thank our friend at Epic for inviting me
C'était pas le précédent, dans les précédentes nominations, ça?
I'm a little nervous being on stage in English.
Ah non, peut-être sorti début d'année.
But I was even more nervous when I first joined in Photo Games to create Infinity Nikki, our most ambitious project.
Bah lui aussi, les sous-titres, ça va.
Let me share a story with you. Our journey began in 2012 with just 4 people. He had a games release before starting Infinity Nikki in 2021, and we still update all of them today. These were mobile-only games focused on dress-up and interactive story gameplay. We could have stayed comfortably inside space, but we didn't want to. We want to create a life beyond amazing. That means crafting new experiences.
Ouais, sorti en février, ok. Bah ouais, non, peut-être. Kingdom Come, ouais. Monster Hunter, je pense pas.
To deliver a game that not only looks stunning, but stay emotionally touching for years to come. That means Infinity Nikki, our first Unreal Engine 5 cross-platform game, with over 20 million downloads at launch, largely driven by mobile. We began ideating during the pandemic. Infinity Nikki is about finding a peace in a cozy open world, bringing happiness to everyone. Dress Up is not just for style, it's a way to interact with the lively world, alone or with friends. From a technology view,
après Death Stranding 2, je sais pas, enfin, on verra, ça va être la claque annoncée, tu vois. Et j'ai du mal à imaginer que ce soit une claque qui justifie le GOTY par rapport au premier. Bon, après, ils ont bien nommé un DLC de Elden Ring. Donc bon. Mais dans l'idée, je sais pas, tu vois, à quel point il y aura une grosse diff entre le premier et le deuxième. Il y aura forcément des nouveautés, mais au point d'être vraiment une claque, je sais pas.
We had never launched a cross-platform game before, but we promised our community, our partner, and Nikki that we will give it our all. Yes,
franchement, c'est pas dégueu pour du mobile. Hein.
Unreal Engine 5 is about making crazy idea real. We had a debate, even I highlighted it. But with Unreal Engine 5, Infinity Nikki's vision come to life. Lumen gave us movie quality lighting in real time. Open world tools like Word Partition help our team of over 1,000 people stay creative and work well together. Unreal Engine 5's new rendering help our team bring amazing visuals to mobile devices. Thanks to Epic support, we made it happen. Now let's take a look at the open world. We want to make a detailed, exciting world for players to explore. Our first map covers 400 square kilometers with dense vegetation and a dynamic ecosystem. We had to make sure memory and performance were never compromised, especially on mobile. Unreal Engine let us build a cross-platform GPU rendering system. With smart GPU culling and a level of detail control, dual core and triangle stay in budget on all devices.
Dark Age, nommé GOTY peut-être, mais l'avoir, je pense pas.
I want to share a fan story that shows what
en vrai, en tout cas des jeux sortis, pour l'instant, pour moi ça se joue entre le Split Fiction. Après, il est moins marquant que It Take Two. Et sinon, Split Fiction, Expedition 33 et Kingdom Come, parce que Deliverance 2 a quand même été très très apprécié. Pour moi, ça joue déjà pour l'instant pour les trois. Après, peut-être effectivement, on va rajouter Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2. Je pense pas, pour moi, Assassin's Creed Shadows mériterait pas. Mais il peut, en soi, il peut être nommé. Après, il mériterait pas de l'emporter, mais ils peuvent le nommer juste parce que c'est un des gros jeux.
We hope you enjoyed this story. We hope you find the omen of the world's beauty in Infinity Nikki.
Bah, ça excite un peu moins que The Witcher, on va pas se mentir.
Thank you for your time and have an amazing and real fest.
Thanks, Joshua. Wow, what a beautiful world they've created. All right, there's one more amazing UE5 game that you've got to check out, and it's coming to the Epic Game Store. Please welcome Ken Kim, CEO of Marvel
l'Epic Game
Monster,
Store,
to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Excited to be here today. I'd like to first thank Epic Games for this opportunity. It's a great honor to introduce our latest project here at Unreal Fest. Let me introduce Mongil Stardive. Mongil Stardive is the successor to Monster Taming, a game we first launched back in 2013.
Voilà.
Known as Mongil in Korea, the game was a huge success.
Ah, je suis pas le client de genre de jeu, mais il en faut. Hein.
With this new title, we aim to expand the world of Mongil by creating a vibrant living world.
Mais c'est un jeu qui existait déjà, parce qu'en fait, vraiment, on est d'accord que personnellement, ce jeu, j'ai l'impression de l'avoir vu 50 fois. Stardive. Même le nom, j'ai l'impression de l'avoir déjà vu 100 fois. Non, il est même pas sorti en plus, c'est vraiment un nouveau jeu. Hein.
One of our key goals is to provide players a whole new gameplay experience by giving
Ah, c'est pas les créateurs de Genshin, c'est ça. Je suis en train de chercher ce que c'est déjà fait Marvel.
That means every time you change character,
effectivement, ça fait très Genshin.
And this transforms
non, c'est même pas eux, en vrai.
from a simple action game into a truly immersive adventure.
Ils ont fait Game of Thrones King's Road derrière.
Are not just enemies. They can be tamed.
Bon, ça fait très Genshin, très tous les jeux comme ça, en vrai, c'est pas les seuls. Hein. Alors il y a une clientèle, hein. J'en doute, hein. Enfin j'en doute pas, mais et tous les jeux doivent pas être révolutionnaires non plus. Mais vraiment là t'as l'impression que ce soit le nom, les visuels et l'histoire, je peux pas dire, c'est toujours la même chose. D'un point de vue extérieur, en tout cas, ça donne cette impression.
We are happy to announce that Mongil Stardive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Il sera disponible uniquement sur l'Epic Game Store.
I'm excited to show you a brand new trailer from the game.
Trailer. Non, c'est pas Genshin, hein. C'est pas l'équipe de Genshin, c'est Netmarble, donc ils ont pas du tout fait ça. Netmarble, ils ont fait Game of Thrones King's Road sur mobile dernièrement. Enfin, qui est aussi dispo sur PC, je crois. Ils ont fait Solo Leveling Rise, je sais même pas si c'est dispo en France. Ils ont pas fait de jeux qui me disent quelque chose.
Thank you. 감사합니다. We hope to see you at tomorrow's session. Speaking of our friends at Epic Game Store,
ceux qui ont fait Marvel Futurite. Dans le mec, ça fait un jeu Marvel, mais je les vois pas listés dans la liste des jeux là. Ok. C'est stylé ce qu'ils ont fait avec les ballons en haut pour qui descendent et qui montent. Là, du coup, on a GM Epic Game Store et GM, ça veut dire quoi? Game Master?
Marvel Monster bringing Mongil Stardive to the Epic Game Store exclusively at launch on PC and taking advantage of our Epic First Run program to keep 100% of the first 6 months of net revenue. As you know, our industry is living through significant headwinds right now. And the Epic Game Store offers all developers
c'est plus la partie de combien touchent les développeurs qui mettent leurs jeux sur l'Epic Game Store et tout.
And just gets better from there.
Parce que je crois que Steam c'était, peut-être je ne sais plus quel compte, c'est sur Apple, je sais qu'il prend une grosse partie.
Like Epic First Run allows you to keep 100% of net revenue for the first 6 months on back catalog titles.
Apparemment lors des 6 premiers mois du coup Epic Games prend pas de part.
Launch everywhere with Epic reduces your engine royalty rate from 5% to 3.5%.
Et Epic Games réduit ses royalties de 5 à 3,5%. Donc en gros la marge qui récupère d'un jeu vendu, etc.
Additionally, you also have the option to use any in-app purchase payment solution you want, and when you do, you keep 100% of that IAP revenue.
L'Epic Fail Store. Je sais pas, il y a des problèmes. Moi, j'ai jamais eu de problème avec l'Epic Game Store. Après, c'est pas là que j'achète mes jeux. Mais j'en ai plein plein de jeux gratuits que j'avais eu dessus gratuitement et tout.
Starting June 1st, we've changed our initial revenue share to 0% so that you receive 100% of the first $1 million in net revenue and then 12% to Epic after passing that threshold. Pretty cool, yeah, awesome.
J'avoue qu'Epic, je l'utilise quasiment que pour les jeux gratuits, quoi. Les jeux que j'échoppe gratuits chaque semaine ou chaque mois quand il y en a.
So this applies to new titles and back catalog releases and all existing and future Epic Game Store partners and their titles on both PC and mobile benefit from this change immediately. And so life to date, we paid our developer and publishing partners over $2.1 billion.
C'est pas facile parce que Steam a tellement cannibalisé les ventes PC que c'est compliqué pour d'autres boîtes.
Of building the store on PC,
we know Ubisoft arrête de proposer des trucs qu'on est chez eux et tout.
World-class experience for our over 70 million monthly active users. And in the coming months, we'll be rolling out long overdue features on PC that will move us closer to that vision. Download Manager 2.0 was released just a few weeks ago, and preloading is coming finally in September. Gifting is targeting a release in time for the holidays so that you can gift games to your friends. And our revamped social is rolling out this year, and will connect our PC and mobile players together with game-independent voice chat, text chat, and parties, along with robust game invites for third-party games. And this will be the building block for several innovative social features on the store that will follow. We're also putting great focus on ongoing launcher improvements that will make the store feel great to use. And of course, delivering a great player experience means meeting players wherever they are, which is why mobile remains a key focus for us. We've already seen strong momentum on mobile with over 40 million installs to date, and we're pushing hard to hit 70 million by the end of the year. The Epic Game Store is available globally on Android, and we are continuing to expand our global footprint on iOS.
Pas nouveau.
Today it's available on iOS in the European Union, with upcoming launches in Brazil, the UK, and Japan, as new laws in those countries come into effect.
Donc apparemment la version iOS arrive sur ces trois pays.
And as of today, there are over 70 games live on the Epic Game Store mobile, with more being added regularly. This deliberate, phased approach ensures a high-quality experience as we gear up to open the store to self-publishing in the near future.
En vrai, c'est une bonne idée de se lancer dans le marché du mobile parce que il y a une grosse concurrence à prendre là, vu qu'il n'y a pas Steam. Ah, et même sur mobile, il y aura des jeux gratuits chaque semaine. C'est le cas sur PC, mais du coup, ce sera aussi le cas sur mobile. Je vois un petit Night of the Old Republic là. Je sais pas ce qu'il vaut sur mobile.
Our focus is getting the Epic Game Store mobile to 1.0. This is defined by two major new additions to the store, and the first of which is rolling out very soon. We're launching Epic Web Shops in July. Developers will be able to come into our tools and easily set up a shop for in-app purchases for mobile and PC games. And through Epic Web Shops, you can leverage our industry-best rev share and offer players a better deal with bonus offers. And as an extra benefit, all players spending on Epic
non, là on parle de jeux mobiles quoi.
Tu
sais, c'est comme Apple qui a, comment ça s'appelle le jeu, Apple Arcade, etc. C'est un peu, enfin, Apple Arcade c'est un abonnement, mais c'est un deuxième store dans Apple quoi, ou Android évidemment. Ou Windows Phone, je pense pas.
And opening up the store to all mobile developers to set up and distribute your games. Well, that's it for me today.
Ça c'est une bonne chose qu'ils aient pas le choix, Apple n'ait pas eu le choix de s'ouvrir à tout ça. De manière générale, moi je trouve que c'est bien que toutes les boîtes comme ça soient obligées de s'ouvrir et qu'il y ait de moins en moins de, que tout soit plus accessible, qu'il y ait peut-être aussi une concurrence de prix du coup qu'ils puissent jouer. Je trouve que c'est important que tout s'ouvre. Sans sous-entendu. Là, on est sur la responsable de la création, j'imagine.
We launched Unreal Editor for Fortnite just over 2 years ago with a simple goal: give developers everything they need to build, launch, and grow their own games in Fortnite. Since then, it's been incredible to see how creators and players have responded. Millions of people are playing games built by you. And since the launch of UEFN, players have spent over 11.2 billion hours across more than 260,000 live creator-made games. These experiences are a foundational
Ah mais le
part
marché
of
des jeux
Fortnite.
mobiles, c'est à tellement pas
Creators are leading the
sous-estimé.
way by reimagining
C'est pas le
live
même genre de
events
joueur.
in Fortnite and driving players
C'est
to
pas
the
le
ecosystem.
joueur qu'on l'imagine.
In fact, this last
Mais
weekend, Super
enfin
Red
comme on
vs.
l'imagine.
Blue by
C'est
Jogo
pas
hit a
le
major
cliché
milestone.
du gamer qu'on peut
For the
imaginer.
first time
Mais
ever,
c'est très,
a
très,
creator-made
très,
island took the #1 spot
populaire,
for
hein.
concurrent players in Fortnite, surpassing even Epic's own games.
Jogo.
This is a proof the system is heading in the right direction. Watching developers experiment, build, and push UEFN to its limits has been inspiring. But it goes beyond just making games. Creators are launching studios and building passionate communities around their work in Fortnite. And thanks to that effort, engagement payouts going to third-party creators have already reached $722 million since the launch of UEFN, and that number continues to grow. None of this would be possible without you, our community, which is core to UEFN. We're proud to have thousands of dedicated developers building this ecosystem with us, and part of building this lasting ecosystem is talking with developers, learning from your experiences, and using this information to help shape our roadmap. Because ultimately, what good is a feature if no one wants it? This is why we've launched the Let's Chat live stream series to answer your burning questions and address your concerns. So far, we've discussed moderation, the new Fortnite data API, and the state of the ecosystem, with more coming at the end of this month. That's enough from me. Help me welcome to the stage an outstanding UEFN developer, Tom Jenk.
La conf, elle devrait durer encore
Tom, good to see you here in Orlando. How
encore
are you
une
feeling?
dizaine entre 10 et 30 minutes, je dirais.
Why don't
Ça
we
dépend.
get started by you telling
Ça dure
us
environ
how
1h30
you got
et là on est à
into
1 heure.
UEFN for those who don't already know
Enfin,
you.
en général, ça dure environ 1
I
heure.
started in the animated film industry. I worked for Netflix, Pixar, but I was really looking to kind of be my own boss. I really wanted to do my own thing. And so, you know, one thing led to another, and now I'm here at the State of Unreal.
Now you're here. How did you find success in UEFN? Like, how did you build towards what you are today?
Well, I released a few maps, but the momentum really started coming when I started releasing my warm-ups. I posted daily on Twitter, just these janky experiments that are kind of weird and wacky, and people thought, how is he doing this in UEFN? And so that built to commissions and work and me doing this full time.
I know a lot of people are probably familiar with your warm-ups. Did you ever make any of those into maps?
Actually, that's where Fortnite football came from. I would pick up these little dinos and move them around, and I coded it wrong once and just punted them across the field.
Pour ceux qui savent pas de quoi ça parle, en fait, c'est c'est un genre de un nouveau truc sur Fortnite qui permet de créer des mini-jeux, si je puis
No, I
dire.
gotta keep within the age rating.
It seems like Jank has been sort of core to your experience on the platform or core to what it was like for you to learn. Can you tell us a little bit about how you landed on that brand?
Yeah, actually, I am not formally trained in game design or programming, so I really started to kind of.
Je sais pas à quel point
lean
c'est
into
poussé de
that.
pouvoir
This is
créer des
real
trucs sur ce
janky.
jeu.
I'm using this new software. I'm building this fun stuff, and that just became part of my brand. If I messed up, oh, it's just jank. That's how it is. And so you can hear more about it in my session, the upcoming later this week, Tom Jenk's UEFN Survival Guide.
I love the name. It's a great name. Thank you so much for joining us up here. I mean, for us, it's really good to hear that regardless of the experience you had coming to this ecosystem, you were still able to sort of build and make a name for yourself here. That's really what we're looking for. We have a couple things on the roadmap to hopefully make your experience in the ecosystem a little bit smoother. So here to tell us more about what's coming next in UEFN is Sax Pearson.
Thank you, Tom and Hannah. Let's start with an update on a much-wanted, often delayed feature, Scene Graph. Scene Graph is one of those foundational pillars that we really want to get right. And I'm pleased to say that the first release of Scene Graph is coming this Saturday, June 7th. Scene Graph is a foundational layer of the engine that unifies the editor and runtime representation of the scene, making everything you built accessible through verse code. In the editor, Scene Graph enables rapid construction of rich, detailed environments by organizing entities into a clear hierarchical view. Repeating elements like desks or chairs in an auditorium can be converted into prefabs, simplifying management, enabling easy variation. And at runtime, your verse code can traverse the same hierarchy to dynamically modify the scene. So whether it's moving a platform, adjusting a light, changing a weapon's ammo count, everything is done in Scene Graph. Scene Graph worlds are built on robust modular system engineered from the ground up to be the foundation of UE and UEFN going forward. So this year, we're shipping more tools like custom items, skill-based matchmaking, new social systems like Bubble Chat to bring players together. But before we get into
Effectivement, c'est
roadmaps,
très
I want to
technique
share
là,
an
là, pour
update
le
on
coup.
something we
Après,
talked
ça fait
about
partie
last
du jeu
year.
de la conférence aussi. Hein.
We intended to ship the first season of Fortnite Battle Royale, built
On
with
verra si on a
UEFN
une
in
petite
version
surprise à la fin.
2025. Since then, plans have changed a bit, and we're not going to be able to meet that target. Right now, we're tracking to 2026. But today, UEFN is an integral part of development for Reload, Ballistic, and other internal projects, but we still haven't hit a few key milestones to support a full Battle Royale season. So for the rest of 2025, we're going to be focused on closing those gaps while continuing to ship new UEFN features for you. A big focus of working on making it easier for players to find amazing games you've built. The release of off-platform features like deep linking, enabling you to market your game on social media, link players directly to your island inside Fortnite. And in-game retention tools like Favorite a Creator give you more ways than ever to build and engage communities directly inside Fortnite. So far, 6 creators have already surpassed 1 million favorites in games since launching the feature last year. And this not only makes it easier for players to discover and play their favorite games, but it's also a great opportunity for creators to grow their audience and their business. To further support that growth, we're doubling down on data sharing and helping you make smarter decisions as you build and launch your games. Let's talk a bit about the new Fortnite Data API. We are building Fortnite to be a true
Fortnite, je suis tellement à la ramasse maintenant, mais quand j'ai lancé le jeu il y a quelques mois, il y a quelques semaines, j'étais pas prêt pour le nombre, à quel point ça évolue. Enfin, je le savais, mais j'avais pas vu de mes propres yeux.
2 years ago, we made the CTU of every Fortnite island visible in-game. It gave creators a clearer view into what resonates with players, helping to surface trends and improve iteration so creators can build more strategically. And community-based tools like Fortnite GG and FCHQ have shown the value of transparent Fortnite data. Now we're expanding that visibility. We released the first version of Fortnite Data API 1 week ago, giving creators access to essential metrics like acquisition, engagement, and retention for all Epic-made islands. And starting on June 9th, that same level of insight will extend to all islands in Fortnite. You can use the API to build your own dashboard or reference existing tools and websites to better understand performance, giving you the opportunity to find the right genre, the right audience, and the right moment to launch your game driven by
maintenant, quand tu lances Fortnite, t'as pas Fortnite, enfin, mais t'as pas que ça, quoi. On avait testé le jeu Lego, là,
Now, we'd like to introduce our latest work that enables developers to use emerging tech to create awesome games. The Epic Developer Assistant is an AI tool that currently in beta that will improve creator productivity. It's a general-purpose chatbot that can guide you through developing games in UEFN, and it'll even generate verse code from simple prompts. Please welcome Heather Storm, who will help us drive a live demo of the assistant.
Hey everyone. So let's set up the challenge that we want the assistant to help us with. We built an escape room with the challenge that you need to collect 3 props in order to escape through the center of the map. We need our props to randomly spawn within our play space. So let's go ask the Epic Developer Assistant to help us out. Now, I don't want to subject you to my typing skills, so we're going to copy and paste the prompt directly into the assistant. Hey, assistant, I need some verse code that will randomly spawn 5 creative props in the map. I've added some extra context here, such as how the spawn radius and how far apart the props should spawn.
Ils sont vraiment en train de créer, ils ont vraiment fait ce que je pense, une IA de tuto.
We'll also make the props respawn every 10 seconds.
C'est vraiment pour la foutre partout, hein. Ouais, en vrai, pourquoi pas, mais
for our players and me. Finally, we'll name our verse file and the editable variable prop to spawn.
C'est vraiment une IA pour s'aider à faire ça, à faire la création du truc. Ça me choque pas qu'ils veulent le faire et qu'ils le font. Mais c'est fou comme l'IA générative, ils en mettent partout maintenant. Tu vas en avoir sur Netflix, tu en as sur Prime Video. Disney n'a encore rien annoncé, mais ça finira par arriver.
It looks like it's generated. It tells us how to use it, and then we have the code. All right, it looks good. Let's go into VS Code and paste it directly into our file. Now, I already started this code earlier today to make it a little easier for us to do this live, so let's delete everything that's there and replace it with what we just generated from the assistant. We'll save, and then we'll press the build button in the top right-hand corner, and it built successfully. All right, but we're not done yet. Now let's go into
Effectivement, c'est assez fou. Hein.
Et
oui, c'est tellement pratique. Ah ouais, mais de toute façon, quand tu vois ce que peut faire un chat GPT, etc., je veux dire... moi, je n'utilise pas pour ça, mais tu peux faire des trucs de fou furieux avec chat GPT, quoi. Enfin, chat GPT ou autre. Hein. La programmation et tout.
When this loads, we'll be able to test that our random spawner code works, making sure that our bananas spawn randomly, and that every 10 seconds they move.
C'est un... Ça s'appelle un...
We gotta collect 3.
Un Pac-Man, mais sans les fantômes.
And
du coup, avec moins d'enjeux.
And that's it. Now our team can continue to iterate and refine our game.
En vrai, c'est une super bonne idée pour eux, parce qu'en fait, ils donnent les moyens de n'importe qui faire des petits jeux et ça cartonne, tu vois.
And eventually it'll be directly integrated into the editor. You can try it for yourself right now on the Epic Developer Community site as it enters beta and is live today. Thank you, Heather.
Ah, today en plus.
All this is all part of a bigger mission, to give creators more power and flexibility to bring your creative vision to life. Another example of this is how we've redefined what's possible through deep IP integration. We've been collaborating with the leaders in film, television, music, and sports since Fortnite's earliest days. It started with a few iconic outfits in Battle Royale, and has evolved into entire seasons shaped around cultural experiences that players love. We wanted every creator to be a part of that adventure, so last year...
Ah, Claude, il est très bon pour le codage, j'avoue, je peux pas dire. Je l'ai pas utilisé, Claude.
So creators can build with world-class IP. A simple one-click agreement, pre-negotiated share of the engagement payout, and all the brand safeguards that we've developed that allow every IP to integrate into Fortnite seamlessly. As a first partner announced at GDC last year, the LEGO Group has been leading the charge, enabling creators to expand the LEGO Fortnite universe with original games and stories. And on June 17th, they're unlocking a highly requested feature, the LEGO Brick Editor. It launches with 50 classic bricks, 42 colors, giving creators the power to build with LEGO, brick by brick, in Fortnite for the very first time.
Ah ouais, on va pas vraiment faire... Ah oui, c'est poussé de ouf. Hein. Putain, on peut faire nos propres jeux Lego, c'est exceptionnel en vrai quand on y pense.
We welcomed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to UEFN last fall. And from Pizza Tycoon to the wildly popular RVBB experiences to TMNT Dimensions, we've been amazed by your creativity. All in, you've spent over 700,000 hours in editor creating TMNT games. And then finally, horror has always had a strong foothold in creator-made games. So it's not a surprise that adding Skybound's Walking Dead to the program has been a huge success. We launched in March, and creators are just starting to publish Islands now. And so far, more than 1,000 developers have published Walking Dead games in the first 2 weeks since its release. Through our current partnerships, creators have already published over 12,000 islands with over 160 million hours played. I'm excited to announce that our next wave of partners bring in their worlds for you to create with. Later this month, Squid Game will be coming to UEFN, and creators will be able to build their very own twist on the world's most intense playground. Our partner Netflix is placing environment assets, NPCs, and new game systems like the Disguise device in the hands of creators so they can be their very own game master. Squid Game Tools will launch on June 27th, timed to the series finale of Squid Game, and creators will be able to publish their islands later this summer.
Ok, il y aura des trucs pour créer un jeu Squid Game dès le 27 juin. C'est une super bonne idée ça pour coupler avec la sortie de la nouvelle saison. Ça, si j'avais le temps, j'aimerais tellement pencher là-dessus.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, collab avec Avatar.
We heard players loud and clear about how much they love the bending gameplay in Battle Royale, so we are excited to bring Avatar-themed tools and devices to UEFN next year. That means you, the developer, can use features from the 4 nations to build your very own authentic Avatar games. Together with these amazing brands, we're expanding the library of iconic IP that creators can use to make games in Fortnite. Our aim is to give you everything that you need to build awesome games using the power of Unreal Engine, share them with millions of players in Fortnite,
and get paid when people love what you've made. Huge thank you to everyone for what you've done so far.
Eh ben, j'aimerais tellement, il y a tellement des trucs de fou à faire. Je sais pas s'il y a beaucoup de streamers qui profitent de ça, parce qu'il y a tellement de trucs à faire. Créer tes propres jeux que tu peux faire en live et tout.
Disney and Epic have been working together for years building immersive entertainment experiences
Disney Epic, on en parle enfin.
around the world.
Je rappelle, ils ont investi énormément d'argent pour développer un truc.
From Disney is here to talk today about what we've been working on lately and where we're going to go, including a huge surprise for the creator community.
Ok, peut-être l'annonce enfin de ce truc qu'ils préparent avec Disney. Pour rappel, ils ont investi dans Epic Games et tout pour faire une expérience Disney. Ça tend peut-être à un truc un peu méta, à la Ready Player One presque, entre guillemets. Vice-président Game et Digital Entertainment Disney. Ok.
Thanks, Sax. For more than a decade, Disney has been leveraging Unreal across film, television, theme parks, and games. And that momentum is only accelerating. As we announced last year, we've partnered with Epic to build a transformational entertainment universe that will bring all of Disney together. And Unreal will be foundational for delivering on that shared ambition. Let's take a look at some of the amazing experiences Epic and Disney have built together over the years.
Ok. Voilà, c'est juste la collab qu'on connaît, ça, c'est les collabs classiques. Il y a des trucs que je reconnais pas par contre, je sais pas d'où ça vient. Après peut-être que ça vient de Fortnite et ça me touche pas. Attends, Futurama ça vient d'où? Futurama, c'était des skins dans Fortnite? Ok.
Just a few weeks ago, we launched Galactic Battle,
Ouais,
our most ambitious Star Wars Battle Royale collaboration.
C'est la nouvelle saison avec Fortnite.
As part of this season, we partnered with Epic and Team Beyond, who are here with us today, to debut the Star Wars Watch Party Island. For the first time ever, we brought a Disney Plus series into Fortnite. Players got early access to the first 2 episodes of Star Wars Tales of the Underworld before they debuted on Disney Plus. The environment went far beyond
je sais pas si c'est dispo en VF ou en VF. Mais les premiers épisodes Tales of the Underworld sont dispo en avant-première sur Fortnite.
Star Wars locations and unlocked exclusive in-game rewards. We are excited about the possibilities that social experiences like these represent for the future of linear content consumption. It was a first-of-its-kind moment, and fans showed up in a big way. More than 5 million players visited the island, spending more than 1.7 hours watching together. But that's not the only surprise we launched together recently.
Pas la seule surprise.
We also partnered with Epic to bring the first-ever AI character into Fortnite. A historic moment for video games, and we did it with one of the most iconic characters in film, Darth Vader. For the first time, players could have real-time conversations with Vader.
Ah oui, c'est pour l'IA d'Arvador, là, il parle de ça.
This experimental feature offers a glimpse into the future, showing how Disney and Epic are responsibly embracing emerging technologies to expand the boundaries of storytelling and reimagine what's possible in gameplay. Innovation has always been at the core of Disney's DNA. And this moment with Vader is another example of how we're continuing to build on that legacy in new and exciting ways. Let's take a look.
Darth, what do I do if I have 1 health? Perhaps you should have considered that before running around with a pink flamingo head. Can you hide in the bush? Hiding in foliage, a tactic for the less powerful.
He's pretty aggressive. Oh my god, yeah, he's insanely aggressive. It's a great distraction.
En vrai, c'est un peu fun. Je sais pas trop à quel point c'est utile, mais c'est fun.
Get him!
Vader. Get him. Yeah.
What do you think of that guy, Cypher PK?
Cypher PK. I do not concern myself with minor streamer's apprentice.
Why is he roasting me?
Darth Vader, you're funny, bro. You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Your persistence is growing tiresome, imposter.
Oh my god!
I will not tolerate this disrespect much longer.
Did he just do that to me?
Je crois qu'il y en a qui ont réussi à lui faire des dingueries, même si c'est pas censé pour.
Let us ensure this final engagement is decisive. The match is ours. Another triumph for the Empire.
On n'a pas eu de Marvel Rise of Hydra. On ne sait pas si on en aura plus tard ou si on n'en aura pas du tout.
Next chapter of our relationship with Epic, we're inspired by the movement Sax just spoke about.
Après, il a vu que ça
One
parle
that
Disney.
puts creators at the center. As part of our shared vision to build that transformative entertainment universe, bringing the creator community into this universe has been a foundational part of our plan from the beginning. We want to empower our fans to build their own experiences with the characters and stories they love. Storytelling is at the center of everything we do at Disney, and we believe there are incredible storytellers outside our own walls. That's why I'm excited to announce today that we will be bringing Star Wars to UEFN. Giving all of you the tools to tell your own Star Wars story. We're actively working on this and look forward to sharing more. This marks an important step on our journey to transform entertainment, and the creator community will play a huge role in helping us realize that vision. Thank you, everyone, and back over to you, Sax.
Ok, pas vraiment d'annonce. Enfin, j'ai pas remarqué ça, en tout cas, j'ai pas compris ça.
Thank you, Sean.
Ça n'a pas d'annonce en mode
Bringing
des
Star
trucs de
Wars
fou
to
qu'on savait pas.
UEFN is going to be a massive unlock and a huge moment for creators and for Epic. It also underscores that this is the right approach that works for IP holders, and in the end, players win with more games with their favorite IP. This is one of the many ways that we're collaborating with Disney to bring their IP to players in new category-defining ways, including, most recently, with Darth Vader in Fortnite. As game developers, our job is to entertain players, and AI is ultimately a tool to make games more fun and immersive. It enables infinite possibilities for two-way dialogue, just like we saw with Darth Vader. And as a next step, we want to take what we've learned and share the underlying technology with you. So later this year, we'll give creators the tools to build your own engaging AI-powered NPCs in Fortnite.
Donc ils vont intégrer dans leur technologie les trucs dans les possibilités de création.
We're taking it a step
un truc
further.
avec une IA.
So creators can not only drive NPC behavior and dialogue, but they can also drive the core game itself. What you're about to see is an internal prototype that we've been making using a large language model API that we intend to release soon. We've put together a demo to show how the feature can be used to enable emergent, reactive gameplay for creators.
Pour les créateurs, pour faire comme ce qu'ils ont avec Darth Vader, mais pour d'autres persos.
It's a live demo running in a live environment driven by an LLM that so far has not given us a single run-through that felt the same. And the magic lies in the degree of surprise and variability that you can expect when integrating AI at a deep level into your game. And importantly, you, as the game maker, can still maintain tight control of the story and gameplay outcomes. You can try these tools in action on the show floor, but first, let me walk you through what we're about to demo. I've got Andrew Ruffini, Andrew Grant here, who's going to drive the demo. This demo is going to be a conversation with an AI entity controlled by the LLM. The AI character has a singular goal: make you press the red button. Before you go into Fortnite, we'll jump over to the UEFN editor to show you how simple it is to set up a character for your game.
On est sûrement sur la fin du panel.
Let's start by taking a look at the new Persona device that's coming later this year. This device enables you to create characters with personalities that players can talk to. You can select the type of voice and delivery you want,
dans 2 secondes. J'espère que je rate pas un
as
truc
well
de
as
fou.
their characteristics. We specified all our facts in verse code, so let's jump over there to see how we define for our what we define for our character. So facts define both the personality of the AI and the knowledge that it has. All facts for the character is right there. The prompt we inputted for this NPC say that it's a mysterious cosmic entity named Mr. Buttons. Its ultimate goal is to guide me to press the glowing red button with comedic finesse. The code provides the AI with facts about the contents of the world and guidance of how it should interact with the player. It's about 20 lines of text in total. The Verse API enables us to adapt facts in runtime and to receive structured responses, allowing the AI to directly affect game state. All right, let's jump over to Fortnite and see how this all comes together. And remember, like the AI insistently, the only sole purpose is to get the player to press the glowing red button. All right, take it away, Andrew and Andrew.
Ok, il y a un blanc.
Hello there. I am Mr. Buttons, purveyor of cosmic curiosities.
Ça montre ce que ça peut donner cette IA générative en voix.
What brings you to this spectacular catwalk, my friend? Perhaps a yearning for the unknown.
What is this place?
This, my friend, is a cargo room. But not just any cargo room, oh no. It's a portal to possibilities. A stage for the unexpected.
Je sais pas si je trouve ça bien ou pas bien. Je sais pas si je trouve ça bien que l'IA soit vraiment développée dans les jeux vidéo. Alors l'IA a toujours été développée dans les jeux vidéo, mais au point que c'est de l'IA générative comme c'est le cas là, créativement parlant, je sais pas à quel point c'est bien. Ce que je veux dire.
Well, you get the idea. It does things.
What about those signs that say "Do not press button"?
Signs, you say, sigils, mere suggestions from those who lack imagination. After all, rules are made to be gently nudged aside. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, parce que là c'est bizarre, mais t'imagines dans un jeu vidéo, je sais pas par exemple, tu balades et tu rencontres un perso et il va réagir à ce que t'as fait, tu vois, genre de manière plus naturelle. Je sais pas. Pratiquement ça existe déjà, parce qu'il y a une différence entre parler à sa voix et je sais pas. Mais c'est que ça fait très remplacement de dialogiste et de dialoguiste.
You know, just press the stinking button.
Open the door, Mr. Buttons.
A door? Why bother with doors when there's a universe waiting to be unlocked with a single press? Come on, where is your sense of adventure? Push it. Push it, no.
Look, if I press the button, will anything bad happen to the audience?
Bad things to the audience? Heavens no. Unless you consider witnessing pure, unadulterated awesomeness a bad thing. Go on, give the people what they want.
All right, let's do it.
The audience, what will they think? What did you do? This is going to be good.
Je sais pas trop quoi en penser. C'est technologiquement parlant, c'est bluffant, hein. Ça c'est pas la question. C'est qui?
Well, they pressed the AI
Dis quelque
button,
chose.
and it might have been a bad idea, but like in truth, there's no unpressing
Ah, c'est
that
ça,
button.
c'est le créateur de Epic Games, c'est pour ça qu'il me disait un truc.
So you know, at Epic, we've been thinking a lot about what this
Tim Sweeney,
future
le
of AI
PDG d'Epic
means for
Games.
us and for the whole industry. And when the world's on fire, we like to back up and remember our aims as game developers. It's to make fun games, and AI can help us with this. And so we've come to see AI as an opportunity to have a multiplying force on human creatives. The ability for a small team of indie developers to create characters with personality and infinite dialogue is a superpower. The power to accelerate code development and 3D content development of all sorts is going to make game developer better and more accessible for everybody. And right now, we've never seen a time like this in my lifetime. The world is changing ridiculously fast.
Moi, c'est vrai que de ce qu'on voit là, moi, ce qui me fait un peu peur, c'est qu'ils mettent la priorité sur la facilité, le fait que tout le monde peut créer des jeux facilement, peut-être au détriment de la rareté et de jeux de qualité, tu vois.
iOS in the European Union, and very recently, the United States court opened up iOS to competing payment services this year. This enabled Fortnite to return to iPhone here in the United States.
Attention, j'ai pas dit que j'étais contre l'IA, hein. Je dis que ça peut être, il y a deux aspects. C'est pas tout beau ou tout noir, mais la technologie est folle.
To developers who actually build this stuff. The people like us. And this trend towards open platforms is spreading around the world. This year, later, Fortnite will be returning to iOS in Brazil, United Kingdom, and Japan. And we'll keep fighting for Fortnite and for developers' freedom until all apps are free worldwide. So we have big plans for the future, and we're optimistic about the way the industry is developing. Remember, Epic's mission here is to make great games and share the technology and tools we build with the entire world so that you can build anything that you want. And today, Unreal Engine is bringing together the entire real-time 3D industry. There's film and television, there's architecture, automotive makers, fashion designers, musicians, and game developers from indies to AAA studios like CD Projekt Red. This is a really exciting time, especially right now, because we're on the road to Unreal Engine 6. This is going to be a multi-year journey to bring together the best of the two major forks of development we have going on in the company now. There's Unreal Engine 5 for high-end standalone game development, and there's Unreal Editor for Fortnite for deploying awesome experiences into the world of Fortnite. And as these two things come together into a single engine, that means we'll have diverse scripting language and really powerful, simple gameplay programming APIs available absolutely everywhere for games of all sorts. And full C++ source code will remain available for engine systems and standalone games of all sorts. So the idea here is that we'll be able to build games and then deploy them anywhere we want. Deploy them into Fortnite, deploy them into other games that support modding or content ecosystems, or release a standalone game into all of the app stores for all of the different platforms. And not just that, we also see a larger opportunity, as foreshadowed by our Disney partnership, for all developers to connect our games together into an open economy as peers. And some call this idea we're aiming for the metaverse, and others simply see it as gaming and all other forms of media done better with more opportunity for everybody. Now, the great thing is it's us, the people in this room, who will build this together. And so I thank you for the trust you've placed in Epic and the trust you've placed in us to serve your business. And I thank you for coming here to Unreal Fest. This is going to be a really fun show, so please join us for 150 talks. Come to the party on Wednesday, walk the show floor, and most importantly, talk to each other and share your knowledge. Thank you very much.
J'ai senti qu'il voulait se barrer au plus vite. Et c'est la fin, hein. Bah 1h30, hein. Ils ont vraiment respecté la même durée que l'année dernière, 1h30 pile. Ok. Bon, pas de Marvel Rise of Hydra, c'était une possibilité, mais du coup je pense qu'ils vont attendre. Peut-être qu'il y aura Summer Game Fest, hein, mais sinon ils vont peut-être attendre du coup l'approche de la sortie. L'approche de la sortie du jeu.